All right, this is Mr. Gillum, and today we are going to start applying what we know about one-step equations. And so we're going to have some word problems. So let's take a look at a few here and just see what we have. Looks like what we're going to start with is this problem about an anglefish. Okay, an angelfish, angelfish. I'm not sure which one it is. Anyway, angelfish grow to be 12 inches long. If an angelfish is 8.5 inches longer than a clownfish, how long is a clownfish? So sometimes it helps us to draw pictures. And so I'm not very good handwriting, so I already drew the picture on here for us. So the clownfish is 8.5, I'm sorry, an angelfish is 12 inches long. So the angelfish represents the whole diagram. All that is 12. The angelfish is 8.5 longer than a clownfish. How long is a clownfish? So if I divided this angelfish right here, this whole thing, into two parts, part would be the clownfish and part would be the other 8.5 inches that it takes to make it up to the angelfish. So our equation, our one-step equation, could be however long the clownfish is, so that's what my variable is going to be, how long the clownfish is. The clownfish plus another 8.5 inches should equal the length of the angelfish or the anglefish or the whatever it is. Okay, and so now I just have this one-step equation and I can figure out how long the clownfish is by subtraction. C equals, and this is good to practice, 12 minus 8.5. See, I got to put that decimal on that 12 for me. 5 and 3.5. So it is 3.5 inches long. All right, so one more time. This diagram represents the whole angelfish, and we know that the clownfish, or the angelfish, is 8.5 inches longer than a clownfish. So here's the 8.5 more than the clownfish, only this much. So clownfish plus 8.5 should equal the total length of the angelfish. All right, let's take a look at another one. It says the highest recorded temperature in Warsaw is 118 degrees. It's 158 degrees greater than the lowest recorded temperature. Find the lowest recorded temperature. So the highest recorded in Missouri is 118. It's 158 greater than the lowest recorded temperature. So the highest is 158 bigger than, if I'm comparing the highest, we're trying to find the lowest temperature. So I'm going to call this L. And we're going to say that's the lowest temperature. And it's telling us in the word problem that it's 158 bigger than the lowest. So 158 more than the lowest temperature. And that makes the highest temperature. So the highest temperature is 158 more than the lowest temperature. And now we can find the lowest temperature because we have a one-step equation. Minus 158 from both sides of the equation. And I know that would equal negative 40. Same signs add and keep, different signs subtract. 158 minus 118, 0, 4, 0, 40. Keep the sign of the bigger number, then you'll be exact. So the lowest temperature ever was 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit. All right? So we're setting up these equations, and these are going to be good to reference because now your homework problems are going to be similar to these. This one says Antonia earns $6 per hour helping her grandmother. Write and solve an equation to find out how many hours she needs to earn $48. So what we're trying to find, the question is asking us how many hours she needs. So we need to know how many hours. So let's just call our variable h, and we're going to say that's the hours she needs. Okay? So she's earning $6 per hour for helping her grandma. So for every hour she works 1 hour, she's making $6, 2 hours 12, 3 hours 18, 4 hours 24, and so on and so on and so on. Well, what we do is that's just multiplication. $6 for every hour she works. So if I had a 1 in there, it'd be 6. If I had a 2 in there, 12. 3 would be 18. So we write that as 6 times h. And what we want it to equal is $48 because that's how much money she needs to make. So now we have this one-step equation. All right, and that's what we're practicing. So even if you made a chart and figured it out, I want you to also practice solving these equations. Divide by 6, h equals 8. 8 hours will be my solution. A certain hurricane travels 20.88 kilometers per hour. The distance from Cuba to Key West is 145 kilometers. Write and solve an equation, so you do need to write an equation, to find how long it would take the hurricane to travel. Well, for each hour that goes by, it's going this far. So after 1 hour, it will go this far. After 2 hours, so once again, this word per, okay, I know we use per for unit rates and we're talking division. Now the word per in this context would actually mean multiplication. So 20.88 miles per hour, kilometers per hour, it's dividing kilometers per hour, but we're actually multiplying the distance by the hour, equals, we wanted to see how long it takes to go 145 kilometers. How long will it take to go 145? That's what we're thinking. So now when I divide 20.88 on both sides, we have this nice division problem. And through long division, we would get h equals 6.94 repeating. And that, in this case, since we're looking for how long it will travel, that's how many hours it will take. 6.94 repeating hours. Okay? Or if you want a fraction, instead, we used the strategy before. 145 over 2088. If I move the decimal places 2 spots there, I'd also have to move it 2 spots there. And then I could reduce this fraction over here. So if you don't like the long division, reduce your fraction. Okay? Finally, Jay's coach agreed to buy ice cream for all the team members. Ice cream cones are $2.40 each. Write and solve an equation to find how many the coach can buy with $30. So how many? How many he can buy? That's what we're trying to figure out. So if each one of them costs $2.40 or 2.4, and we know how many he needs to buy, and all he has is $30, so we can't go over $30. Let's divide both sides by 2.4 or $2.40, and we can find the solution. H equals, and let's use that little trick I learned before, 300 over 24, moving the decimal place once on both the top and the bottom. And then I can reduce. So 150 over 12, 75 over 6. And let's see here. Let's actually do some long division here. 75 divided by 6. 1, 1, 5, 2. Oh, it looks like he can buy 12 and 3/6 of an ice cream cone. So he really only has enough to buy 12 full ice cream cones. All right, and that's it for today.